Yo, what is going on, y'all? This is MT with another vlog. Damn, it's been a minute, huh? Some of you guys might be wondering, what's the special occasion? Why have I come back? We're gonna pick up a quick shifter today, so I was like, I gotta make a video for this. Getting a fucking quick shifter, boys. It's time, dude. I've been waiting for quite a while for this quick shifter to arrive. I literally, when I had that video where I did the group ride to Great Ocean Road, I had it installed, or I had picked one up from a mate that watches the channel. But instead of actually being able to install it, it wasn't compatible, and it also wasn't the auto-blipper one. So I gave that one to a mate, and then what I did is I ordered in a new one. And now I'm going to pick it up. And this one is a quick shifter and an auto-blipper. So I literally won't have to use the clutch for anything apart from going into first gear. It's going to sound so sick too, because I've heard like quick shifters and like they just sound so instantaneous. It sounds mad. I'm really keen to see what this sounds like on this bike. Gonna get rid of all my shifting problems because I still can't shift for shit. God, this bike pops and crackles when I'm like really hammering it too. It sounds so good. I love this bike so much. I haven't gotten over it. It's just because it's so cold. I haven't really been able to go riding much, and I feel really bad making videos that I feel like aren't that great because I'm not really doing anything crazy. Can't go anywhere really interesting, so I haven't really been making much videos. This little first part of the video is just to show what the bike sounds like without the quick shifter. And then you can also see my hand motions and shit. Like I'm full on like bringing it out, like releasing throttle to upshift and going back on the throttle and shit. And then you'll see what it looks like when I have the quick shifter installed. And like hands, like I'm pretty sure if you're understanding, yeah, your hand stays on the throttle the whole time and you just shift and then it just does it. It cuts the engine and everything appropriately, and then puts the power back in. Also, I realized the traction control of this bike is actually really good. Because when I'm practicing doing some like little cheeky powwows with some little wheelies and shit, this bike doesn't like lifting up when the traction control's turned on. It's actually really good. So I'm not gonna lie, guys, I kind of just turn it off now, or at least when I'm feeling a little bit cheeky and when I'm riding in Mexico and such, I'll turn it off and have a little bit of fun, you know. Fuck these cameras, dude. Yeah, fuck you, dude. But yeah, so what have I been doing this whole time? Honestly, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you for a second. I've just been playing games. Yeah, just trying to occupy my time. I'm in the process of trying to find work now because my workplace didn't really have a role for me to come back to when I tried to come back to work. So I'm trying to find somewhere else to work, and I'm also dealing with the court dealings in terms of compensation for the accident. So I'm in the midst of that at the moment. Can't say more, can't say less. I'll discuss it a lot more when I come out of it and it's all done. But yeah, so we're heading over to City West Yamaha just to pick up this quick shifter. Then we're gonna go back home. There we go. Pick this shit up, boys. Yeah, dude. Keen as hell. I'm so keen for this. I've been waiting for a long time, so when I did that video, it's probably like 2 or 3 months ago or some shit. Easily. At least 3 months ago. But yeah, we got it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty keen to just get this installed, so no gym today. We're gonna get this installed and test it out while the sun's out and it's nice today. It's actually good weather today. For the first time, I think, ever in one of my motor vlogs, I have not mentioned the weather, but yeah, look, it's sunny, it's good. It's like 16. It's better than most days have been, at least. Also, I'm going to show you guys what it's like to try and do a powwow when you've got the traction control on. Alright, watch this. It's probably just going to cut power on me. You'll see the light blinking. See, it just like, it stops and just like sits down straight away. You actually hear it in the throttle, it just cuts out. The second that wheel comes up and the traction, just the dynamic just changes and the wheels spinning at different speeds, I'm pretty sure. It just cuts the power out until it regains that. It just doesn't want to. so fast, dude. Woo, shit. When it's gonna be like hot and sunny all the time, oh, you best bet I'm gonna be on the bike all the time. Ugh. I hate that garage door. But let me open the door so Junie can come out. Junie, you wanna come out? Hey, hello. Oh, hey, you can play. You can have a look around. What's the climb one, huh? Anyway, yeah, good. Yeah, so bike's leaning that way. Stand on the other opposite side. You keep the stand down and you pull the bike up, rest it against your leg, and then fit the arms onto the bike. And now at that point, it's holding it because you're keeping it propped up with the paddock stand, and then just push. Yep, and it's on. Then straighten the handlebars. And then just good. Manual, take the seat off, take all the body panels off. So we'll start with that. Okay, take the seat off. Push these pins in. Take this piece out. 1.5 to 10 mil Allen key set should be what you need, honestly all you need for like 99% of what you're doing to the bike. Shout out DJI Mic 2 and Action 5 Pro for all the stuff that I'm using from them. Amazing quality devices. If you guys sponsored me, I think I'd be a perfect sponsor for you guys. But yeah, shout out DJI, love your guys' stuff. So taking off 2 bolts here. Taking off these 2. This gets the main rider seat off, and I just seat them in there. It's perfect holes just to hold these screws. There's nothing on the front. Cool, so that's off. Then we get this side panel off. I'll use my key, the easiest. Pop those 2 pins. Okay. Oh no, yeah, that's it. Just make sure you don't lose these pins. Very easy to lose. Boom. It's just that rubber grommet right there. Can you guys even see that? Yes. Oh, perfect. That rubber grommet right there. That pin goes to it. So when you put it back in, just make sure you push that through, and that will seat in. Yeah. So there's a screw there, and a screw there, and then this should just be able to come right off. I also don't want to spend a crazy amount of time. I kind of just want to get this done. Cool. This is a 4 mil. The beautiful part about all these fairings is that they're hand tight. So there's that's popped off. Move the handlebar a bit if you need more space. Get this front one. This is also a 4, hand tight. Yeah, move this. There's rubber seals on this as well, on the bottom side of this. Get off. Yep, there's one. It's on the inside this time, but the rubber seal's there. 1, 2, and there's a pin in the middle that goes to a rubber one on the inside. So that's 3. Set that down. The screws there. So that's all visible, right? That's fairings are all off that you need to take off. So now let's see, what do we have to do next? Next, we take off the whole clutch assembly. Oh, damn, I gotta torque it to 9 Newton meters. Leave a 1 mil gap. Oh shit, that gets a bit technical. And then, oh fuck, you gotta take a clutch bolt off. That's not gonna lie, it's a little bit intimidating. I don't have anything to torque it down. I don't know what 9 Newton meters feels like, if I could just do it by hand. You've got this. This is a spare. This is meant to be for the clutch, the quickshifter. So you got a little dummy piece on that, you take that off, and then you hook it up to the quickshifter. So I'll leave that out, but we're gonna need that. And you've got everything else here that just sits there. Oh, hello. What's up, cutie? I gotta clean your eyes again. Your eyes get dirty so often, dude. Cute. Yeah, so we do that.
All right. Well, let's get it. That's the bracket to hold the clutch. I don't know what all that is. This is the actual quick shifter, I'm pretty sure. It's the biggest package. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty sturdy. I say right foot creep. This is part of the area on the clutch as well. Yes, there's a nut, a bracket sort of thing, double-sided thread, a fancy ass looking fucking zip tie. Oh, it's double function, so you can lock it and then it also secures this piece onto it from what it looks like. And then another zip tie. Let's do this. The packaging also doesn't label what these parts are. It says the numbers, so the numbers are nicely put onto that, and this is how many there are, but it doesn't say exactly what the name of the part is, which would be good for learning, but that's all right. Probably not that important. The Yamaha parts website is actually very fucking good. It says there's a full schematic that'll look kind of like these black and white images, and then it'll say like, oh, X part, what number it is, and then it'll have exactly where you can get it and how much it costs and all that. Yamaha is really good with that. I'm not sure if the other brands do the same thing. I feel like they would, because it's brilliant. But yeah, I know Yamaha definitely does it. I'm fucking nervous, not gonna lie. I just want to make sure everything is like secured tightly, especially that I'm pulling screws out of the actual clutch cover. I want to make sure that those go in and they're like pretty tight without breaking shit. I guess whatever it's torqued down to, I just got to replicate that without breaking it. This goes, that's double-sided. Well, it looks the same on both sides at least. Put this here. There's also, you can grab this with a spanner and hold it, which is nice. And this, I assume that goes there. Wait, what? I only got one nut. Where's the other one? Oh, maybe it comes from this assembly. So I'll take off the old one first. What are you doing? All right, grab some tools. All right, so just to show you guys what I did. All right, imagine this is still here. I loosen that screw and you have to pull it all the way out because it's seated in a little pocket right there. It's seated in, yeah, it's seated on that. So you have to pull the screw all the way out and then this just slides right off. And then you gotta loosen that nut and that one. And then you just twist the whole rod until it finally comes out. And then you should be able to just pull it off. I gotta use this one. This is right hand. This nut on the bottom side of the clutch actually has an L on it, so it means it's a left-hand sided thread. So the top side, yeah, there we go, is right-hand sided. You leave a 0.1 mil gap, which is probably that, and then you affix it to this. All right, so I'm gonna put this on and I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards. So not much force at all. That's probably fine. Yep. And then just a little bit, probably like 1/3 of a turn once it starts to give a bit of resistance, and then that's good. Oops, so it looks like that. Yep, Gucci. God, left side thread feels so awkward to put on. So I'll screw this on a bit. Once it's on properly too, we can actually like tighten it down correctly. All right, gorgeous. That door is warped. It is not gonna open, Ginny. Hey. Whoa. You're a beautiful cat. Hello. Oh. So cute. All right, so quick shifter. Probably like that, make it sag down. Put this on first, probably the best idea. So yeah, you put this piece, when you put the clutch piece back on, there is a little dot there and then a line, you line those up. And then, yeah, like I said, so with this screw out, this can slide freely. It's good tolerances, so it's a bit awkward. But once it's on, then you thread the screw through and then that seats on nicely. This, have it decently tight, because you don't want this to pop out while you're riding. But yeah, those lined up, and that's when you know you're good. So I'm just going to tighten that down real quick. Was it this one? Yeah, pretty much hand tight. I think I actually undid this while I was riding once. Just don't go overkill, because technically what you're meant to do when you've got a bike is check everything every once in a while. And the frequency of those checks is meant to be a decent enough amount of time where you would notice if something's gone wrong. So I'm just getting the lower half of the assembly back on the clutch. This is pretty sure up to personal preference. I'm gonna be, by the looks of it, because I've pulled everything off, I'm gonna be redoing this and adjusting it constantly. The assembly's in, it should look like that. This shape is on the top. I just got to get it tight so it stops moving around. And then that looks like that. So you got the nut from the previous clutch, the one it came with, and then that silver one's also from the previous clutch assembly. And then yeah, attach that, screw this on, and I'm just got to get this tight. I'm pretty sure this isn't meant to float around like this, so I'm gonna work on getting that down tight. I'm not gonna record that because you guys are gonna see all awkward and shit. But I'm pretty sure you just get this nut, put that down like that. That probably actually just stops it from spinning. So yeah, I'll work on that and I'll be right back. Hey. Oh, you're so pretty. Hands are dirty. That is strange. Oh, that would have hurt. I should bit my watch. Yeah, I'm just gonna, check, make sure that that's right. So, yep, on 9 Newton meters, 212 mil distance between them. All right, so I'll have to measure that. You can get a ruler for that. It's 21.2 centimeters. So you can get a typical 30 mil rule, 12-inch ruler. And that's that side. And then this next page is literally just getting the loom on, holding it in place. And then when you turn the bike on, you kind of just tell it like, hey, look, Quickshifter is here. Work with it. And then you sync it up. So we don't have to look at this page. This page isn't too crazy to look at. It's mostly the second flip over. You got page 1, taking the fairings off. Page 2, actually installing the clutch assembly. Page 3 is pretty much securing it down. Page 4 is synchronizing it to the actual computer on the bike. So I'm gonna get this locked down, and if there's any extra findings, I'll let you guys know, but I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I have tightened this down. So it just comes down to getting these nuts twisted and locked in place. So you also have to get a ruler and measure from the center point of this bolt to the center point of that. And that needs to be about 21.2. So you can see that. Measure from there to there. And that comes to, yeah, just like, honestly, it's almost perfect. I think it's like just a bit under. It's about perfect. So that's good. So I've just locked it down. There is a bit of play in this because it's on a ball and socket kind of joint. So expect a little bit of movement. Just make sure when it twists, it's not touching I think it's a chain guard. Make sure it's just not touching that. Apart from that, Gucci. And then yeah, you've got that little bracket. There's a piece of plastic that you add onto it, the zip tie that I had, and just thread it on as per the manual. Pretty simple. And I'm just going to cut that off. There we go. So just for anyone that's visual, it needs that seems to sat on, but yeah, it just clips around. It's literally just to hold the wire. Cool. So that's secure, that's secured, that is zip tied down like that. Once again, around the rubber shielding, over the gray tape, locked in place. So I'm just gonna leave that like that, that's fine. Because then I can still loosen it later on and fix it if I really needed to. And then yeah, that's loosened up. So then that's disconnected, and then the dummy one is still sitting in there. Cool, that's done. And then from this point, I won't put all the fairings back on yet, but we're going to start the bike up. So this is really shitty instructions. They should have just written some text. I think from what I'm reading here, is you grab the shifter, you pull it up into like the upshifting position, you hold it there, then turn on the bike with it still up, and then when it's turned on, then you release it. And then I guess after 10 seconds, the quick shifter light should just pop up. So I don't know, we'll fucking give that a shot. If that's not right, then I'm gonna watch someone else's YouTube video. All right, so I'm gonna pull this up, turn the bike on, then release, and wait 10 seconds. Oh, I might have fucked it. I'll be right back. All right, so some technical difficulties. So everything is installed properly. It's just a matter of programming and making it recognize the quick shifter. So it's done all that, but it says quick shifter on there, right? But those arrows are meant to be like bright white. Right now they're faded gray. So it's like, pretty sure in the manual here, I could be wrong by this, but at least on here it shows that they're like, depending on which arrow is on, depends on like what feature you've got. So I might just, it might actually be fine. I'm kind of expecting it to be a bright white like this, but it's like a faded gray. So I'm just gonna hop on the bike and just see if it's actually shifting that way, and we'll give it a shot. I mean, if it is, then like, yeah, it's Gucci. So I'm gonna put all the fairings back on, because at this point I don't really need to take anything off. It was mostly just to get into here to plug it all up, and that's visible from here anyway. So I'm gonna put everything back on. I'm gonna hop on the bike and see how we go. All right, deuces, I'll be right back. I'm not gonna show putting all this stuff back on. It just reverse exactly what I did to put it back on, to take it all off. All right, be right back.
So it looks like it works well, boys. Oh, you can't tell, but see how it's green? Oh, I don't even need to use the clutch. Watch this shit, watch this shit. Just listen to the bike. And then down. That's insane, dude. Oh my god, dude, that sounds wicked. Shit. Holy, dude, that's sick. Like, I just need to touch the shifter. I don't even need to do anything else. I don't need to touch the clutch, dude. That's insane. Yeah, so those arrows I was talking about that were like light gray, they go green now to show like, hey, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. That's really, really cool. That is so worth it. That sounds so fucking dope too. It does tell you, the lights do pop up. It goes, the arrows up and down, they go green to tell you when you can and can't do it. So yeah, that's the quick shifter now, boys. Holy shit, dude. God damn. See that shit? It's instant. Watch, my hand's on the throttle. Look at that. God damn. See now, I downshift, don't do anything. I could do it without even touching the handlebars. It's so cool, boys. It's so cool. I rate it a lot. Don't need to touch the clutch anymore, except when you're in first gear, obviously. Still use it. And then boom. 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 Look at that, it just goes down, dude. Money shift. Oh, it's so sick, dude. I'm just speechless. So this is a few days later. I installed it that same day that I was making the video. When I installed it that same day, I went out for a ride, but I messed up and the footage wasn't correct. So I'm recording this again real quick because I'm heading off to the gym. Watch this, boys. Look at that shit, dude. Holy fuck.